and tasteful nudity. Then one day wardrobe said, hey, it's upon your head. Well, it's only half the size of Tennessee. I've been around since Vegas was invented, and I've worn every costume that they've got. Though some of them were large, this thing's a fucking barge! And have I mentioned, holy shit, it's hot! Here I am, no need to search, up here on my feathered perch. I'm sweating like a whore in church. Oh, it's hot in here. It's so hot I cannot breathe. It's hotter than Tel Aviv. If I drop dead, I know you agree. Boy, it's hot in here. But every night I'm all dressed up and looking like a queen. Temperatures rise to the top and I'm emitting steam. It's so hot, it's gotta be 96, just like me. What's under here you wanna see? Oh, it's hot in here. The other day, I caught a glimpse of myself in the mirror. My face had more lines than Disney World. My boobs had gone so far south they were speaking Spanish. And my ass had fallen and it couldn't get up. So I looked to my husband, Matt, and I said, please, sweetie, say something positive to me, make me feel better. And Matt said, well, sweetie, there ain't shit wrong with your eyesight. Oh, it's hot in here. As a matter of fact, the other day, my husband says to me, he says, Fox, if you could learn to cook, we would fire the chef. And I said, Matt, if you could learn to fuck, we would fire the chauffeur. Oh, it's hot in here. So the other day, I said, isn't she beautiful? So the other day, I walk up to this guy who's part of the Hells Angels, and I decide that I want to be part of their group. So I tap on this young shoulder and I say, young man, I would like to be part of your organization. And he says, I don't think you understand. We're a tough group. We drink. Well, I drink vodka. I drink Jack and Coke. I'll drink 15 hot damn shots if you'll let me. He said, I don't think you understand. We smoke too. I said, oh, I've been known to roll a few doobies every night after we drink. So they're starting to get real pissed off, and he looks at me and he says, sweetie, I don't think you understand. We're the toughest group around. Most of us have been in jail. Have you ever been picked up by the fuzz? I said, no, but I've been swung around by the tits a few times. Boy, it's hot in here. How y'all feeling tonight? Thank you. Oh my Lord, I can make my trailer payment. Thank you. Oh, I get a double wide. Thank you. Oh, and a garden tub. Oh, and I can plant corn in it. Thank you. So the day my God. Look at all these good Christian folks in the church giving an offering. Thank you, sister. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so the other day, my husband goes out of town, and I decide I'm going to get me a little on the side. So I meet up with this sweet old man outside the retirement home. Yes, I realize what kind of boys I can get at this age. So we have relations. And he says, Fox, I have to tell you something. If I'd have known you were a virgin, I would have been much more gentle. And I said, sweetie, if I knew you could get it up, I would have taken off my pantyhose. Speaking of the husband, the other day the husband tells me for my birthday he's going to give me a headstone. and on the headstone it says, "Here lies Fox, cold as usual." So you know I can't be outdone. I get him a big old headstone and it says, "Here lies Matt, stiff at last." Boy, it's hot in here. Here, freak. That's an offering plate. Now, they should pay me because I'm dusting off the chandeliers this afternoon. I hate to pick on my husband, but the other day he said, "Sweetie," he said, "I want to know why it is that I never know when you have an orgasm." It's very simple, sweetie, you'd have to be in the room. Every night I'm all dressed up and I'm looking like a queen. Temperatures are rising high and I'm emitting steam. It's so hot it gotta be 96, just like me. What's under here you wanna see? Oh, it's hot in here. Say, have you ever been to Keller's Flea Market? So I go out there the other day with my friend Destiny, and we go to the puppy section. We've been to the puppy section. We're looking at the cute little puppies. And Destiny noticed there's a little lady over there with her, how do I say this? Her titty hanging out of her outfit. So Destiny says, "Girl, I think we should go up and tell her her titty is out of her outfit." I'm not scared. I walk up to her, I said, "Sweetheart, your Oompa Loompa is hanging out." She said, "Oh, Jesus Christ, I must have left the baby in the car." Speaking of my friend Destiny, the other day I bought her a vibrator for her birthday. The bitch knocked 3 teeth out. She did. Make sure you look real hard. No, she's a sweet gal. She's a lot of fun, isn't she? I love Miss Destiny. One time Miss Destiny's husband Ernie passed away, and she got his ashes in a big old vase, and she brought them home. We were sitting there, and she decided she's going to spread the ashes out on the table. So she gets the ashes and she levels them out, and she decides she's going to sit there and doodle her name in it. And she says, "You know, Ernie, you remember that Mercedes Benz that you promised me? You remember the fur coat that you promised me? You remember me the 9 bottles of Chanel perfume that you promised me? The insurance money paid for all that, Ernie. Do you remember that blowjob I promised you, Ernie?" Okay, since we're in a church, I have to tell this one. Actually, they assured me this was a prop from Disney. That's why the ceiling hasn't fallen in yet. 2 nuns are walking through the woods one day, enjoying their walk, and suddenly 2 rapists jump out, knock them down, start tearing off their clothes, and one nun shouts out, "Forgive him, Father, for he does not know what he does," and the other nun says, "Mine does." Oh, it's hot in here. So I go to the doctor the other day, and he's feeling up on my breast, and he says, "You know what I'm doing, right?" I said, "Yes, doctor, you're checking me for lumps." So he goes back there and starts checking on the back kitty, the back door, and he says, "You know what I'm doing, right?" I said, "Yes, you're checking for hemorrhoids." Next thing I know, I'm up in the stirrups, and he's getting a little too close. He says, "You know what I'm doing now, right?" I said, "Hopefully checking me for herpes, that's why I'm here." I'm so glad y'all are nasty like me. Last but not least, I'm going to tell you about my little chihuahua, Puddles. Destiny and I pick on Destiny a lot, don't I? Yes. Destiny and I go walking our dogs the other day, and she's got this great big Dane. And and I've got this little chihuahua, and Destiny decides that we need to go bar hopping. And I said, well, we can't, honey, we've got these damn dogs with us. She says, follow my lead. So Destiny puts her sunglasses on, and she walks into the bar. And the bartender says, I'm sorry, sweetie, you can't bring your dog in here. She said, you don't understand, it's a CNI dog. He said, a Great Dane? She said, yes, they're very protective, it's the newest thing. He lets her in. What the hell? I put my sunglasses on, and I go walking in, and he says, sorry, lady, can't bring any dogs in here. And I said, you don't understand, this is my CNI dog. They're very protective, they're the newest thing. He said, a chihuahua? I said, they gave me a fucking chihuahua? Hallelujah. Pretty legs. Great big knockers. I'm 93 and I'm better than before. Pretty legs and great big knockers. Honey, these are real showstoppers. That's what keeps them coming back for more. You know, I've been doing shows now for 22 years. No. The only reason I say that is because I've been doing shows for 22 years and telling the same jokes and that you've been laughing at them for 22 years. So I want to thank you from the bottom of our heart. We absolutely love you. Thank you for coming to GaySavannah.com's first Tybee gay date. We're going to keep the show going. In a minute. Have a good time.